It's the Bad Boujee Sports Podcast. Woo. Season 2, Episode 1. Jimmy Jam.
Season 2, Episode 1
there you
of the
go.
Bad Boujee Bros Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I heard something different there. Did you hear something different?
A little different.
Just a little different. We replaced the word cornhole with sports.
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Woo. All right.
New syllable.
Not to say we're getting away from our cornhole roots, because we were Bad Boujee Bros Cornhole Podcast in Season 1. But friends of a program advised us that we should be including other sports in our segments to get a wider viewing and listening audience.
Yep.
So when the friends of the program speak, Bad Boujee Bros
Has to listen.
big time. So as you can see, hey, we got a little some props here, some sports props. You got the baseball glove, bats, and tennis balls, and all kinds of stuff. So
Hey,
we're gonna
cornhole bag.
Hey,
Hey, hold that cornhole bag up because it's kind of out of shot.
it's kind of out of shot.
Yeah, just hold
Okay,
it.
we're gonna hold.
There
See,
you go.
cornhole. We're not getting away from our cornhole roots because if it wasn't for the cornhole community,
That's right.
there wouldn't have been the Bad Boujee Bros.
That's the truth.
So I mean, really. So
Hey, you know what? The thing about the cornhole players, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're diverse anyway in terms of sports. So this will probably be right up their alley in terms of sports.
I'm more positive that it's funny. Most of my cornhole fam, my cornhole buddies, a lot of those guys are former baseball players, football players, all that stuff. Former bowlers, all that.
They play all
and
kinds of
golfers and all that. So they all play, and they all got a lot of my buddies. They golf and bowl now.
Right.
When the seasons change, they change. But cornhole is all year long.
Hey, let me ask you right quick. Now, so the parents that throw bags, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their children, are they big participants in cornhole only, or do the kids have other sports that they get?
Oh, the kids usually play other sports. They usually introduce them a little later on. But of course your soccer, your baseball, t-ball, things like that, they introduce them to about the ages of 4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
But then of course now cornhole's becoming very popular, and so you'll see little kids playing cornhole at family events and things like that.
Yeah.
And they're so yeah.
And and the thing about it, since we started the first season, we've noticed, maybe it's because we're focused on it now, but we've noticed in the inner city there is more opportunities to play cornhole, and that's new. They call it the inner city
bag toss.
Yeah, what do you say?
Bing bag toss.
Bean bag game.
Bang bang yeah. Yeah.
So cornhole has grown. And there's another sport out there. I don't know. The jury's still out for me on pickleball.
Pickleball.
Okay.
Man.
Want to be tennis the way I look at it.
I played that before.
Man.
It's a good sport.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I haven't played it yet, and I think the name pickle. I hate pickles. Pickles break me out. Okay.
I hate dill.
I only like pickle juice with my Jameson.
Okay. That's
That's
how it goes.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So we're the show is really gonna cover a wide range of sports. And what are some of the things we're going to do to hit those sports? Like what kind of interviews?
Yeah, we're gonna have. We already got a golf pro on our episode 2. We're gonna have a golf pro come in and talk about golf, talk about youth golf, talk about high school golf, all of that. Talk about pro golf. We plan on having various coaches from various sports, youth sports, high school sports, and possibly some pro coaches also. That's the plan. We do have some people that we're in conversation with to bring them in and help us out here. But this is this show is gonna be more encompassing of all sports now instead of cornhole. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Plan on this show to be a little controversial as well, because as the host, I want to talk about things like, for example, youth sports or whatever. We talk about the politics in even youth sports, okay? And of course, we know some of us parents who've had our children play youth and high school sports. We've seen the politics of it all. Don't like it, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about some other things as well.
Well, hey, let me throw this now.
Uh-oh.
Now, I'm not athletic other than playing the radio, playing maybe video games every now and then, and playing music. But in a past life, I had a stepson who was going into football, right? And, you know, I'm a realist in terms of live the truth, right? So when we went to the initial meeting for the football, youth football league, they were talking about, you know, the banquet at the end of the season, right? And they were talking about, you know, the uniforms and things we had to pay for, right? And so it rubbed me the wrong way when they were talking about these participation trophies. Now, I was okay with it when the participation trophy was reduced in size, like, okay, everyone gets a participation trophy. But when you're telling me the star of the team or the winning team in the district, they all get the same trophy? Come on. I just couldn't feel that at all. That was lame.
Yeah, I do have a problem with that myself. You know, I can understand if a child get them a token or something like that to remind them, I played T-ball at age 4 for Sterling Heights Rec, something like that.
Right.
I mean, a token.
Right.
You know, a medallion or something, but not a trophy. You know,
paper.
Right.
I don't know.
You know, and usually in pictures, you know, you usually have a picture of that too. You know, I stopped buying my kids' pictures when they were like 8th grade. It's like enough is you try to give them away to relatives, they don't want them anyway. And you go over to the house, they're usually in the junk drawer. Those pictures.
On the refrigerator.
Right. Well,
maybe.
No, maybe.
For their kids on the refrigerator.
Exactly, right. But
your kids, they put them in the trash.
Yeah, but participation trophies, you know, I don't like it.
You need competition.
But it's gotten out of hand. Because to me, for the team that actually put in the work, that showed up to practice all the time, who, you know, studied the other teams, done all the things to really prove that they want to be number one. Yeah. You're telling me that the same trophy goes to the people who didn't want to show up to practice, who actually lost? It was like a blowout basketball games, 72. Right.
Again, that's why we talk about politics. And those are the type of things I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about the parents who get upset that their kid doesn't get the same playing time as the other kid who really has talent, okay? But you got sometimes that kid who really has talent doesn't show up for practice all the time, so it's not fair to the kid that doesn't have the talent that shows up all the time. So, I mean, it's a crazy balance here.
Yeah.
So,
I think a lot of parents get into argument with the coaches and stuff.
Yes, they do.
You know, it gets a little out of hand, but we'll
talk about all that. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I just had to get that off my chest.
No, I got you.
All right.
You feel better now?
Slightly.
Okay.
So look, I want to know right quick. I see there's a chair next to you. There's a young man that's sitting there, dapper.
Oh my goodness!
What do we have going on here?
You know, we said with some changes in the beginning.
Right.
Man, we got some new young blood here. Oh my goodness, man! I think my watch is older than this guy. Well, anyway, this young man, he's come to help us out. I'm gonna let him tell you what he does, but I'm gonna give you his name. His name is Riley Monk.
Yes. Let's give it up for Riley.
Yes, Riley. What's up, baby? What's happening?
Okay, well, I'm Riley Monk, and I'm going to be the show coordinator. So I'm mostly behind the scenes stuff, kind of like coming up with ideas and coming up with ideas.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing.
Sorry. I'm a little nervous.
You didn't remember what you wrote.
It's all good.
That's good. See
to
what?
help make the podcast better when we start.
Then you know what?
You setting up everything. You giving us ideas.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's okay.
there you go.
But we needed to see. We're gonna have some fun with this too. It's not gonna be whatever. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be teasing each other.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we already getting the new guy going here.
Yeah.
It's dead air already. Oh my God.
Well, you guys stuff already.
You're right.
But you know what? He's got to prove he subscribed to Hooked on Phonics. So if you'd like to read your piece of paper, you can do that too.
Yeah, I feel like I'll still mess it up reading off the paper, so I might just.
You probably do better on the fly. You want to try that? Go ahead. Riley Monk.
Riley Monk, show coordinator. Gonna like set up interviews, like the different topics we talk about on the show.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Mostly behind the scenes stuff. I wasn't really expecting to be on camera like this, but I'm completely fine with it. Now let's give it back to Jimmy.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Can I contact the dancers?
The dancers.
What dancer?
There's dancers in sports, and they're like cheerleaders. Yeah,
I see
cheerleaders.
what you're saying. Okay.
They had to clean that up.
Dancers.
They had to clean that up.
Polls at the baseball games too.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fishing poles.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's not what I was looking for.
I was thinking about that.
That's not what I was looking for.
Wait, but
Okay.
we're gonna have to get a
player.
promotional spot or something with Bass Pro Shops.
That's right.
Fish.
That's right.
Right.
There you go. Isn't that his job?
Yeah.
Yes, basketball.
That's
So let's rock and roll. We've got Riley on the table.
Yep.
Really happy to have you on the show.
Thank
this
you.
season.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Now, how did we find you? I mean,
Yes. Okay. Well, I was founded through OCC. I was just taking classes, and I was getting different internships. A different one, I got one before this. He didn't answer back. So then I got the one for Content Ventures, and I talked to Doug. That's how that happened.
that guy's
Awesome.
a jerk.
Producer Doug.
I know, right? He didn't even. He was like, "I'll call you back in an hour." He never even called me back.
Right.
Just don't pick up the phone.
Producer Doug, you a real one.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm trying. What do you mean? I didn't call you back, man, for real?
No, not you. No, the guy before you.
Oh.
I had a different internship that I called, and the guy was like, "I'll call you back in an hour." He never.
Now, I don't know
Not
about
you,
our
though,
viewers.
Not
It
you.
sounded like he was digging in on
I
me
wasn't digging at
about
you.
not calling him.
No,
Okay,
no, no.
all right. I just want to make sure because I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is his last episode.
No. I wouldn't do that.
last.
I wouldn't do that on the first episode. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I know that's right. Well, shoot. Now, also, Jimmy Jam, you've got some things happening. You've got another gentleman to your.
We got another person.
Lot of
No,
people.
he's not new. He's been around behind the scenes sometime.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great young man. You know, we need all this new blood, you know. So thanks for being here. I'll introduce Mr. Justin Spivey. My man. Check him out. Tell us what you do.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am the behind the scenes person that I've been recording for season 1, mainly episode 1 to episode 12. I was recording all the behind the scenes, editing the videos. Now we're doing the Truth Podcast, and I'm doing that one too for the Truth Podcast. I've been doing this for a while, since early 2023, and then I've been editing in general just like since I was young. So I had a love for this.
Since you were young,
Like middle school.
I still smell the milk on your breath since you was young. And you still young.
You gotta give me some.
My man.
You gotta give me some credit.
I'm gonna give you. Oh, you the man? No.
Yeah.
Come on,
Not that
when I
young.
was yeah, you man. My shoestrings older than you. Come on.
Right.
Anyway.
No, that's right. Well, that's cool. And is that we got to keep ourselves relevant as two stately, men. We have to keep our pulse, and we need Riley
That's right.
and Justin.
That's
Gotta
right.
help us along that way.
See, when my gout acts up, I need these guys to pick me up and put me in my car. And that's the truth. That gout be getting me, man. Oh man.
Man, I tell you. Well, I tell you what, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, and I'm excited to launch this second season of Bad Boujee Bros. Right? But as you mentioned to us or to the audience earlier, that friends of the show, and we know friends of the show include some of the brands that wish to advertise, and we'll be telling you guys about those advertisers. Now, we are not going to try to push some jive on you guys like snake oil or something like that, but products that are germane to to Detroit, really. Like last season we had Fago and Better Made. There is one company. I'm looking at my watch right now.
What time is it?
Yeah, and I want to go bike riding, and my shoes need to be shined. So I'm thinking that company in Detroit, was it Shine? Y'all can correct me if you'd like, okay?
I'm knowing that.
Then next up.
So, man.
But again, this season is we're gonna be talking about all sports. We're gonna have a lot of different people on this year. We're still gonna have some cornhole guests as well. But again, I want to make this show this season controversial, funny, just informative. Okay. We're going to talk about, what ages your child, under the recommendation of coaches, how old you think you should start your child to play soccer, softball, baseball, golf, whatever. We're going to talk about all those things.
Hey, it used to be like back in my day, they didn't start freaking soccer till the kids were like 12 and 14. But now what are they doing?
Man, they're starting them off like really early 2 and 3. I've seen them out near where I live, man. These little kids, they're cute though. It's funny. They all chase the ball, whatever. Right, it is. I mean, they're all cute little kids, man, with the little socks and the little cleats and stuff and whatever.
But I think it's all a money grab, to be honest with you.
Dude.
Somebody's making money on the jersey. Somebody's making money on the membership and all that stuff to go along with it. So. Yeah. And
we're going to talk about training also. There's another expense, parents, that have confidence in their little sports star. They're going to start spending a lot of money getting extra training because guess what? If you don't, that kid that got the training will show a difference than the kid that doesn't have the training. Well, it's life fair, man.
Provided that kid that didn't have the training or even have the ability to play well. If their parents own something big, like, I don't know, maybe a pizza chain or a beverage or something, sometimes they get to slide in. And that is the
sometimes, yeah. See, that's right. Some of the controversy, that kid's usually the quarterback, the shortstop, catcher.
Yep.
All right?
Goalie.
Right. And they can't play worth a lick. Because trust me, it's happened. I've seen it myself. And I don't want you to see that grimace on my face, but it's gonna. I'm gonna tell you, I've experienced it. I've seen it myself. Or the head coach's kid, the kid sucks. Okay, or the head coach has got friends. Put the kid that have no talent at shortstop or third base can't play at all, but it's since his dad's good friends, kid.
Jimmy Jam. You're getting real personal.
Oh man, I'm thinking you just wait till I start calling names.
This sounds very specific.
It's called PTSD, post-traumatic
for real.
Sports disorder.
Right.
Or parent.
That was good.
I'm producer Doug. I got some stuff. So post-traumatic sports disorder.
Oh man. But we're gonna talk about a lot of things. I already know parents are gonna want to hear some of this stuff we're gonna have to talk about. Okay, because as long as you're gonna have your kid in some sports and they're gonna advance to the next level, there's always gonna be some type of drama. Always gonna be some type of drama. Always gonna be some type of drama.
You mentioned training and stuff. Okay, I know off screen we were talking to Justin. Justin, you were saying something about. Go ahead, elaborate on.
I was like with at JCC.
Yeah.
Well, tell him what your dad was a coach and where he coached.
My dad actually was a coach for Cass Tech back in the a while back. I don't want to give off his age too much. But
go ahead and say
it. He was a coach when I was in school. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. His coach used to coach when they play football with leather caps on, and they put the cap in their back pocket. They'd be like, okay.
Chill out. All right. Back in the 70s. All right, this is a while ago. But my dad was he coached one of the best teams at that time. Cass Tech was one of the best teams in the nation at that time. So he taught me how to play basketball at an early age of like 4, and I did a lot of like JCC. You know JCC?
Tell them what the acronym stands for. JCC.
Jewish Community Center.
Okay.
I went there and played the leagues there. I went to an AAU thing like one time, and then I played baseball when I was like in kindergarten, and then I played basketball in high school too a little bit. I played on the team in 9th grade.
My question to you was this. When your dad started you in sports as a little kid, did you not want to play? Did your parents just drag you to play, or just something you didn't care, you had something to do?
I loved basketball.
You loved it? See, I hear this from a lot of kids that are getting older now. Like, my parents made me play, I really didn't want to play. Okay? And this is another thing. You get kids with a lot of talent, but they get burnt out. Okay? You got kids got scholarship potentials. Dad, Mom, I don't want to play no more. Whatever sport it is, because they get burnt out. You start them too early.
Money I spent on the uniform.
Exactly.
Training.
Right? All of that.
Going back in that game.
I was gonna say, if you don't have a love for it, you're gonna burn out.
Yep. Okay.
A love for it, you can't never burn out.
See, look at I thought he was young, man. That was some kind of philosophical.
I got a 60-year-old mind.
Oh yeah, do you really? Oh man, check him
Hanging
out.
out with your dad back in the
Man,
day.
loan me a couple dollars there, because that mine should match that pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, so now, Riley, I know you were huge into athletics. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I can comment on that because I mean, you were pretty much the opposite. Like, you had a passion for basketball, pretty much, which I have a passion for baseball. Now I enjoy the sport, but when I was young, like, I think I started t-ball at like 3 or 4, and I had I don't even remember t-ball. Like, I had no say in it at all. I just got pushed into it. Luckily, I ended up liking it, but like, you might not. Like, sometimes it doesn't end up working out that way.
You know what, too, and we're gonna talk about this too. You know, you got the parents who live through their kids with these sports. You know, and it's just nuts.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. You know, I mean, it's, you know, you push your kid. I've seen parents just really like yell at the kid, like by the car on the way from the game. It's like you see the kid just whining and crying. I really hated that to see that. But you get some dads, you get some moms, they just don't care. It's all about them. And we're gonna talk about those type of things too. I mean, it could be traumatic for a kid.
It's like they want to see themselves with the kid because they didn't get to where they wanted.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
And you know, some dads, you know, they're like, "Oh, you're playing," because he wants to kind of, you know, talk to one of the other parents, you know,
right. Well,
lay that game,
right,
from the bleachers,
right.
You know, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about
that
you guys are young.
That is smart.
We're a little aged. We know game. We know game.
Oh yeah. But you know, a lot of guys that you see now, like myself, I can't, you know, physically, I can't shoot ball anymore. Shoot ball means playing basketball like I want to. I can't play football at all. So you transition into sports like golf, like bowling, but bowling can be tough on you too, especially mentally when you're not doing well at bowling like I am now. But it can kind of beat you up and get you tired. But I'm just saying, there's at certain ages you transition to other sports. That's where, like I said, the cornhole come in, bowling come in, and what else did I just say?
Well, you know, you know, when you get older, sometimes bending over to put your socks on is a sport in itself.
I mentioned the gout, didn't I? Man, it's terrible. Hurt to have. Anyway, but but back to the show. You know, and plus I just wanted to say this. I'm glad we're having this new blood on the show to help us out this year, and to give us a different perspective on things as well, and share these different perspectives with the parents and, you know, our audience, you know, our viewers and our listeners, because I'm sure they've been through the same things and they want to know. Maybe there's an anecdote or whatever that they could have handled things better, or how, you know, you got your new parents now, how they can handle it. I got a buddy now, he's got twins. He's got twins and they're 8 years old and a 10-year-old, right? And they're into all these sports, and, you know, he's coaching, he's doing this, and he's going crazy. And I laugh at him now. It's like, yep, I used to be you, but there's a difference. I did them one at a time. He's doing 3 at a time, and it's tough. You know, but I'm proud of him. He's got his kids, you know, and he's got twin boys, and they don't like the same sport. So, you know, that's interesting dichotomy as well. But you know what? Just talking to people, just our conversations can inspire others who are going through a what should I do type of thing. So I think this is going to be a great year, you know, with this podcast, a great season. I really do. It's going to be something different, way different and informative and fun. Fun and funny. Let's have some fun. But again, Riley, glad to have you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Justin, glad to have you, young man. Dr. Craig, Producer Doug.
Producer Doug.
Producer Doug.
PD.
Oh,
PD.
Producer Doug.
Producer Doug.
Producer Doug.
This isn't my official logo.
Right.
I just saw the hat and I was like, hey, I'm wearing this. Well, anyway, hey, Jimmy Jam, I'm just glad that we are continuing to press and to improve the show.
That's right.
We're going to have some great times with Justin, Riley, and our guests that are on the horizon. So
that's just about it.
that's our first episode of the season.
We just kind of wanted to enlighten everybody what we're going to talk about. It's an introductory show.
Yes.
Introductorial show.
Yes.
And we know you're going to like it. We know you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But I wanted to say this also, too. Not only that, we got friends of the program that loved us, too, that wanted us to come back to do this. They made a suggestion, and, hey, why wouldn't we open our ears?
And, I think from their perspective, I mean, I get it. Cornhole is a growing sport, right? And so one of them made the statement about you have baseball, you have basketball, you have bowling, you have all these other sports. And our passion for cornhole was because that's where we started. But in thinking about it, the other sports that they play, I mean, cornhole play it all. We started the show with that.
Right.
So anyway, y'all be happy. And hey, if you have some great sports stories, youth sports, all the way to collegiate, just bring it on. Hey, you know what? We ought to bring on some pros.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
We will.
We know some people. We know some people.
We have connections.
Yeah, we know some people. But eventually also we want our viewers and listeners to write in. So we're gonna have an email address for you, and all that. We're gonna be
We'll
his
have it
job.
on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the screen. His job, and that's why I'm so glad Riley's here. He can bring us up, man, because we were, our first year, we were,
Trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out.
Right.
And we did. We're still here. I mean, you like I said, you got friends of the program that, wanted us around, so hey, and they saw the potential. So here we are.
Hey, well, shout outs to all the friends of of last season and the friends that are on the way. Gentlemen, Mr. Riley.
Quick,
We got
announcements.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well,
I got
tell
a
you
few
what,
announcements.
well, we're going to have to put that in the next episode.
Okay. Are we running
because,
low on time?
We're trying
That's
to adhere
fine.
to a schedule that will allow us to be broadcast with commercials. So anyway, gentlemen.
Okay.
Taking this thing to the next level.
Yeah, next level stuff. Appreciate it.
Should we
and
clap
hey, that's episode 1, season 2. The Bad Boujee Bros Sports Podcast.
See ya.
All right, cool. Man.
Okay.